everyone. Welcome to this new live dedicated to the Morin Khuur, to the long song, to the Urtendo, and to the Mongol culture, of course. So I hope that you had a great week, that everything is going great and all. So I'm a little bit late today. I had to kind of get some, I would say, warming thing because it's a little bit cold in my workshop right now. The warmth will come only next week, and it's a little bit cold now. So I was a little bit late. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Sorry. So, first of all, I was thinking of maybe making a little advertisement of the leather craft that I actually do before getting into the music. So, I will present you just with two messenger bags that I made. So, those are like that. So I will present you a little bit in details. So basically the leather here is very soft, as you can see. It was oiled with traditional Mongol kind of like butter, not really butter, but kind of. So it's from goat, this part. Then all the little strap, the side, for example, like that. The main strap here, this is from cow, so this is very strong. There is absolutely no issue on that. So you have a little pocket, not that you cannot really close. So basically, for me, I use it to put some paper, some stuff that I just that are not that important, but it's kind of like a little pocket for the, how to say, some paper or stuff, whatever, as you wish. So you can see the size. It's I think like 25, 23 or something like that centimeter, almost like a square. So you see that it's pretty big. So I have this notebook inside, plus another one, plus my phone, plus a few other things in the main pocket here. So basically it's like that. The closing of the main pocket is made so like that. This is the tip of an antler. So you can see it's carved to let the strap inside like that, and then pretty easy, you do it like that. Oh, actually, with one hand a little bit tricky. So like that, or you can put it on the other side like that. Then here you have another extra pocket. So for me, I use it to put my keys. So it's a little bit tight, but I don't want to have my keys going in every direction and everything. So that's why I made this pocket a little bit small, so it can really, I would say, contain the keys, or eventually something different that is a little bit of similar size. So it's like that. And then you can really close it neatly. So like this. And then you can tidy it up like that. So this is also made of antler, and the bottom like that is also made of antler. So so maybe I can show you how it is put like that. So you have the how to say, I don't know how to say how it is called in English, but well, then you have also little detail here like that. So that's for the main body. And then for the strap, so basically it's a messenger bag, so you put it on the side like that. And the adjusting buckle are actually also made out of antlers, so it's not the cheap metal buckle that you can find everywhere. This is actually carved uh, from antlers. And then you can see there is a nice little, how do we say that? I don't know how we say that in English, like a breading or something like that. And then there is the same on the other side. So you can even adjust the size here. So for example, like that, normal buckle thing. Basically, you can adjust it as you wish. But normally the size that is set is pretty standard, I would say. So normally you should not need to adjust the size. It should work directly. So it's this is goat. The main body is made out of goat, and all the extra straps and everything made out of cow, plus the various part made out of antlers. So here, 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 and the buckle. So those are for sale. I actually have two. The two are pretty similar. It's the same design, same quality. There is not one that is much better than the other. Maybe this one has a little bit thicker. I actually tried both version, one with a kind of like thin, I would say, a thin pocket here, thin layer here, and this one has a little bit more bigger one. So maybe this one is a little bit more masculine and this one is a little bit more feminine, I would say. So yeah. So if you are interested into buying these, so well, you can get in touch with me and then you can eventually buy one of those. And I can show you the one that I use for myself every day. So first, I will just show you. This one was the first one that I made, was kind of like a test. So you can see that there were some little mistakes here. So this one was also not that solid. And the main strap actually broke because it was not the right choice of leather. So actually I made this one way back. I used it for a little bit more than a month every day to see how it was. And then I made those, the one that I just showed you with the experience of use. So yeah, this was a little bit not that solid and everything. So this was the first one. And you can see here that's one bag that actually I found in some antique shop of Mongolian goods, of Mongol goods. So I actually got the idea from this one. I adjusted a little bit to have an extra pocket in the bag and in the back, and one also for the keys. So yeah. So if you are interested into these leathercraft messenger bags, you feel free to reach out. That would be super cool if I could sell these. So, well, that being said, I might put the link of my leathercraft Instagram in the description. So yeah, now we can get into the Maror, into the Urtendo. So I hope that you had a great week, that you could practice a lot. For me, I'm really getting super deep and deep and deep and deeper in the singing. And so I'm really super motivated with singing the long song. I really love it more and more every day. That's really awesome. The feelings, I really love it. So I might maybe sing pretty often in lives. So maybe not today because it's a little bit cold. It was raining all day, so a little bit I would say chilly. So yeah, so maybe just Murder today, and let's see how it goes. Hey Maeve, so nice to see you. I'm so glad you made it. That's awesome. How are you doing? And also, hey Sai, hey Meister. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's great. That's great. So a little bit of murder now. So first, let's get in tune. Just if you want to practice the music with me together, maybe I can put that a little bit further. That should work a little bit better. Oh yeah. So first, the lower string, I might be a little bit low. So the lower string. I hope also that you're doing long scale, long bowing scale, and higher string. Higher string now. Maybe one more. And now the two strings together. Okay, that should give you that. So let me take my notes and see. I might do a few urtindo that I don't play that much, kind of to refresh them. How are you, my dear friend? I'm so happy to be able to watch you live finally. Well, I'm so happy that you are here and that you made it. That's been a while since we've been talking about being in touch during the live, so finally it became true. So that's awesome. I'm pretty great. Um, Singing a lot, playing a lot. Like I'm really getting. I mean, it's been 10 years now that I'm passionate about the mode road, but I feel like I'm. It's the first love energy still. It's super awesome. Like I really love it. So yeah, really try to become good somehow. Okay, so let's start with Shar Tadlin Tzik. So I never played this one on live. I'm kind of like starting to learn it a little bit to accompany some singers. So Shar Tadlin Tzik from the Do position. is Char Tadintsik. So hey, finally made it. It's wow. Hey GT, how are you? Wow, it's 5:30 in the morning. So the sun did not even rise yet, I guess. Here it's night already. So we are pretty much, how many hours difference is that? 5:30. It's 14-hour difference. Whoa, that's huge. Well, good morning. That's great. 14 hours. Jesus. Okay. So now that we played Shahar Talinsik, I want to play Altan Gavionak because I really like, let me focus that, because I really like this piece. So Altan Gavionak from the Do position. That's one melody. So that was Altan Oyonaq. Really nice piece as well. Lot of very interesting variation and all. Hey Kyun, how are you doing? I sent you a video on Discord. I hope that you saw it. Maybe you saw it already, I don't know. Okay. So now maybe Sarultar, the kind of like the common version, because actually I don't really play it that much, so I feel like it needs a little bit of refresh to take the dust out of it. So yeah, Sarultar, it starts from the higher fa, so the octave, like that. So I wanted to tell you how to do the horse rhythm. I saw, yeah, actually, that's true. You can use the live to ask question, and I will be very happy to. I saw the tutorial. It wasn't very clear how to do the horse rhythm. Okay, basically there are a few variations of the horse rhythm. The most common is this one. Is it the one that you are looking for? Tune like that. So you are talking about the bow version, the modern horse, not the traditional horse. So basically, it's all with the bow. So it's totally Europeanized like version. So basically, it's like that. So sorry for doing that. Okay. So. That's the very slow version, so you should practice it like that to really get the idea. So basically, maybe I can put the camera down a little bit so you can see. My head will be probably cut, but it's fine. So then. Yeah, I never do this kind of thing. Diana, he doesn't like it. So basically that's kind of like that, pretty simple if you practice it, but I never played this kind of modern stuff, so this motor doesn't really like that, so it doesn't really sound that well. But basically the idea is you start with the pool. So usually you will not really play in the second half, in the ending of the bow. It's kind of gonna stay around the 50% mark, kind of, especially if you start to go fast. So basically when you start to practice that, it's best to practice it slow and to do kind of like wide movement. So it's gonna help you relax, and it's gonna help you get the movement in your hand and in your arm and body. So basically you start like that with like a little bit of a kind of like going like that, and on this hand, it's kind of like doing a rotation a little bit like that. So kind of like a rotation like this, okay? So you start by pulling like that, and then kind of with the rotation movement, basically the hand is just following the inertia of kind of like the jump of the bow to get back in the first position, so like that. And then, so basically it's actually one, two, and then you repeat. That's the core movement. So first you're doing like that, and then you speed it up. So of course, when you play it slow, the movement is wide, and gradually as you speed up, the idea of the movement stays the same, but instead of having a big circle, it's gonna be just a small one. So like that. Also, that's good if you put a little bit. I don't have that much rosin on the bow right now because I mostly play long song, and less rosin give a little bit of a more soft, more mellow sound. Not really like the classical Morel style. So I don't really put that much rosin. But to do these kind of things, you kind of need the grip of the hair of the bow. So it's best if you have a lot of rosin. It's gonna help you with the jump of the bow on the strings. So if you don't have that much rosin, it's kind of gonna sound like me right now, a little bit like windy, not really sharp. So sound kind of okay, but still I'm not really I'm not really on this side, not really on this side of the Morel, so I'm not really doing that ever. So, but I hope that helps. Is it a little bit clearer? Do you understand? If you need more indication or anything, feel free to ask, and I will try to maybe show from another angle, or if you have more question about this, feel free to ask. Okay, so maybe one more, maybe a few more actually, not just one, maybe a few more urtindos. I was about to play Sarultal, kind of to try to refresh it in my mind and in my fingers. So Sarultal, actually there is the, sorry, excellent explanation on the horse rhythm, something I've been wondering about. Talk about your, what? Talk about your bow, please. Do you want me to talk about this specific bow or about the bow technique? Maybe I will start Sarultal the time for Kyun to give me the detail on this question. Yeah, it's better. Thank you for explaining. Well, actually that was GD. Okay, sorry. Well, this bow I made it myself, actually. So it's a little bit of an hybrid, I would say. Basically, the modern bow, the belly should be in that direction to facilitate the jump and this kind of like modern effect, like the spiccato, staccato, and all these kind of things. So basically, the bow should have the belly on the other side. And also it should be way thinner, because this is actually heavy from a bow perspective, right? So you can see that the bow is pretty thick, and the belly is kind of like in the opposite side of what is being used in modern bow, but it's way closer to what was used in old time, because the old bow were kind of like a real bow, like a bow and arrow. So it was more like that, but way smaller, maybe this size or something like that, right? So what I did is that I kept the idea of the bow being in that direction. I kind of like made this tip kind of close to what is made in the modern bow, and it's kind of like the shape of a boot, or eventually of a horse hoof, kind of, but more like a boot, right? And the thing is that I was thinking that I might have to adjust the tension at some point if there is too much humidity and blah blah blah. So I actually made this the adjusting screw. So I made that one also myself. So this is made with, well, I can show you. So let me put the motherboard on the side just for a second, so I can be a little bit more comfortable. So basically, I took this screw is actually coming from the bow of a double bass, I think. So I took just the screw part. Then I made this part from rosewood, the same rosewood of my motherboard, the one of the pegs and the fingerboard. And this one is also made of the same piece of wood. So that handler, this part, and the pegs and the fingerboards and everything, it's all made from the same rosewood piece of wood. And then here you can see the adjusting thing. So this was also the one from an old broken double bass bow. So I just took the screw thing, and then I made the frog. I adjusted the frog and made the handler. And as you can see, there are no metal here. It's directly adjusted to the main wood. So that's kind of like that. And but in the end, actually, I never use that. I never adjust the tension, never. It's always kind of loose. And I don't really have to adjust the tension that much. So basically, I could have not made that, actually. That was, so the idea here was like I wanted a frog that would be a little bit like between the very old style, when they would almost kind of like old like that in some bows. So kind of an hybrid between the modern version and the old traditional version. So I can kind of play it like that. I can switch to that sometimes. So you can see it's kind of like sitting there. But most of the time I don't really use that position that much. I prefer that one. So yeah. And it's a little bit also longer than the bow that are used now, because I knew that I wanted to make this bow specifically for the urtindo, for the long song, and for the long song, the longer the bow, the better. So it might be like a 5 or 6 centimeter longer than basically I with the with my teacher, we kind of checked the longer hair size that we could get, and we made the longest bow possible according to the hair that we could find. So when it needs to be changed, that's a little bit tricky, because most of the hair are a little bit too short for this bow. So it kind of require a specific how to say specific order of horsehair to change the hair of that. That's sometimes a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's a little bit longer. People don't really like it that much usually, because they are so used to a very, how to say, light bow, a bouncy one, the modern one. The frog is also a little bit bigger, and the main part is made of birch, so it's heavier. I think it's almost, I think that the diameter of the wood here is almost twice the diameter of the modern bows. Yeah, maybe not twice, but almost twice. But basically for the Urtindo, we don't want a bow that is stretching a lot. So basically this one is not really, it's not really moving that much. And for the Tatlak, also we are not doing back and forth very often. It's more like an accent like that. So if the bow is a little bit stronger, a little bit harder, there, then it's gonna, how to say, it's gonna react better on the accent thing, kind of, especially for longbow and especially at the end. So yeah, that's a little bit experimental, but yeah, birch totally something that should not be done for a bow. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's been 7 years I used this bow, and well, I and 7 years of this motherboard as well, and I don't think I'm gonna change ever. So yeah, that's my little bow. I see. Henry, back the homie, back to your playing. Ah, Mev, the homie? No, never. Basically, now I'm singing Urtindo, I'm singing long song, so I'm not really interested in homie anymore. So I almost don't listen to homie anymore as well. I'm really in the long song totally. So maybe I will sing one stanza today, so you can have an idea. I don't know if you listened in replay the previous live, but yeah, beautiful. I tried to learn the melody before, but never got out of the sound of a dying cat. Oh, Chris, you can manage to get out of the crying dying cat, I guess. Just need a little bit of time, and then it's gonna sound pretty smooth and great. Hybrid, yes. Where did the blank of the bow itself come from? If you talk about that, yeah, that's birch. Basically, the same wood that is used for the neck and for the body of the Malraux. Basically, yeah, this bow is kind of made from the same wood that this motherboard was made. So they are kind of like two piece of one piece of wood, kind of. So yeah, that's why those two are together, and I'm not gonna change or anything. So yeah. So maybe a bit of music, if except if you have a few more questions, feel free to ask. Maybe let's play Saroltal. But still the bow is long, but still I would be happy with maybe 10 centimeter more, you know. I still like feel a little bit too short sometimes. So subtle touch. Al. And actually, there is another version playing with harmonic here. I'm not really too good with it, but I can give it a try. So also sarotat, but kind of the windy version. That's kind of a harmonic version that's a little bit tricky to play because kind of like doing artificial harmonic on one string and need to keep the harmonic on the other string also. So it's a very gentle playing. So it's also really cool to play. It sounds really interesting, kind of like the wind. Actually, it sounds very close to the sound of the wind going through the Morel when we are kind of on top of a mountain or in the steppe and stuff. So it's also a very interesting version. Let's check if there is some other question. Seems not. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Let's play Jaja. Oh, I see a question. Do the tip of finger 1 and 2 ever touch the fingerboards? Well, no. Basically, for me, I also made this Morel with a little bit of a wider space between the finger neck, between the neck and the strings, because back in old times there were quite a lot of space there. So I just wanted to have this feel of very old antique Morel. And also because there are some options where we are actually playing like that. So for example, version where actually the ring finger is also going below. It's kind of like in some tatlar and stuff, there are these kind of things. So I wanted to have space between the neck and the strings, and also because for the tzakhlak of the urtindo, I mean, for me, even though I have kind of like small hands, I find it a little bit more comfortable to be a little bit farther from the neck. But also I kind of like now play on this instrument for 7 years, so I'm a little bit used to this space. So definitely for me, the finger will really it's never gonna touch. You can see like there is almost like 1 centimeter from the tip of my finger and the neck. So never gonna touch. Normally, even with the standard modern motherhood, I don't think that it should touch. For me, if it touch, it's really a very weird and very unpleasant feeling, because the strings are vibrating quite a lot. So if you really have the right contact with the string, the vibration of the string and the body of the instrument will really flow almost until your elbow, or even a little bit more. So yeah, it's actually going up to here. So if you actually kind of like touch the neck, all this vibration gonna be just on the tip of your nail, the tip of the finger. So it's really, I mean, for me, that's a really unpleasant feeling. And also, if you, I would say, touch the fingerboard of the neck, it's also gonna, I would say, block you of block your movement during the slides and everything. You're not gonna be flying that much. It's kind of like you are on the road. So, and also the I would say the space between the neck and the string on the upper area and on the lower area is quite different. On the upper area, it's kind of close, and then when we are going down, it starts to wider a little bit. So if you kind of always touch the fingerboard, means the string gonna not always be on the same area. It's kind of gonna move, so it's kind of gonna saw your finger or something. So yeah, definitely not really the good idea to touch the neck. I don't think I ever saw any good player touch the neck when they are playing, because it's also gonna influence the sound a little bit. It's not gonna be as open if you touch the neck. So if it's just the string, the sound gonna vibrate better. It's not gonna mute it. So yeah, you don't have to touch the fingerboard. And you can see maybe that my finger is, there is like a, how to say, almost like a little hole or something made for the string, because it's always there. So also a little bit more stable after a while. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Oh, sensational. It's been a while. From the fa position. Oh yeah, it's been a while. I'm playing for real. And the last one. That was Ertens Konach. First two melody was the beginning was a little bit off, kind of like got mixed a little bit. Then the last two were fine. So that's good. I got to refresh it a little bit. Okay, 1 hour. Maybe now I would like to play Asari Under, but 3 times in a row because it's a little bit long. Or maybe another song before, and then we finish with 3 Asari Under. Normally that should be 7, but 7 is gonna be a little bit long, so maybe just 3. Let's see. Yeah, Delta Tsenker actually. It starts from Sol. Maybe Delta Tsenker 1 time. Just to see if I remember. just one melody. So that's just one stanza. I just wanted to try it to see if it was still there. Okay, so it's been an hour. A few questions were answered. So now, as a finishing, I want to play Asari Under as a custom kind of each time, each live we finish with Asari Under. But this time I will play it 3 times, so 3 stanza. So, well, let's go for it. I hope that you will enjoy. So, Asari Under from the Re position. that was three stanza of the song Asari Under. Normally there should be 7, so we played like 3 stanza. It was like almost 16 minutes. So if we go for 7, that's gonna be close to 40 minutes. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how it feels and how it is to play this kind of song fully. So now you played, I hope that you played 3 stanza with me. So that gives you an idea of the feeling. Maybe next time we will do 6. Let's see. So, well, that was a pretty interesting live. Some few questions and all that. That was super cool. So I think that's it for today. As a friendly reminder, think about those nice messenger bags. If you are interested, actually I presented them in the beginning of this live, so you can have a look, kind of go backward in the video and see the presentation. If you are interested into buying those, they are 100% handmade by me, and there is only 2 right now available. So if you are interested, jump on the opportunity, definitely. So that was the little advertising moment for my leather craft. And well, if you have any question about the Merhur, about the Mongol culture, about the long songs, feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to reach out on Facebook, on my Facebook, on Instagram, on mail, on the website. Really feel free. I'm super always happy to share what I know, to share my experience. If you are looking for an instrument as well, for a Merhur or for Tafshur, eventually I can give some hand. I can help you get an instrument. So yeah, and if you want to learn the Merhur, know that there are almost 200, a little bit more than 200 video on this YouTube channel. Some are kind of lessons, some are more talk, some are melodies and stuff. So you really have a lot of free content and yeah, free content to get to learning the Merhur on this channel. And if you want something a little bit more structured with a program and something that is a little bit more in depth and in details, then you can check the website orod.com. There is a full program, like 100 videos for you to learn the Merhur in details with a bit of history, symbolism, traditional techniques and everything. So you can definitely see there, and you can join the Discord to ask questions and everything. Always happy, always nice to share. So yeah, is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's it for today. So thanks a lot for you guys to join the live. I hope that you enjoyed the music and that it was interesting and cool. So feel free to share, feel free to like the live if you enjoyed it, and also if you want to support the website and the sharing of the culture, you can subscribe on my website financially, like give $1 or $2 per month. That's always super useful. And well, see you next week for more melodies, maybe a little bit of singing and all that. So, and if you have more questions for the next live, feel free to reach on Discord or what and send me the question, and I will use the live to answer them. So have a good week, good practice, play a lot of Merhur, sing a lot of Homi or of Urtindo, and see you next week. Bye bye.